Hello everybody and welcome to another ISeeT TV video. Today we are going to construct a new PC for some friend of me, and yeah, you won't see me a lot because like I'm filming, I can't be visible because I want to be more visible on my table. And my wife, you may see her sometimes, she's trying to get some video. Come here. Some video with the gimbal, with your handy. So I might.
Smartphone, not handy.
Yeah, smartphone, and yeah, we will see what that will give us. It will be funny.
Yeah.
So we are starting with the case. I decided to take the Be Quiet Pure Base 500 case, and we're going to unbox it. And it's not the standard black color like always. I took another color, and it's a gray one. So we're taking it out. Ouch! So, up. So we are getting a manual with it. I don't know why you need a manual, but yeah, some you will hear. Like told on the last video, my wife has some pollen problem.
I'm sorry, I'm here. Thank you.
So, and just to show you directly, here is the bottom, and you have here a filter to a dust filter, so that the dust doesn't come into the case too fast. Okay. So we are looking for the rest. Oh, it looks nice. So here you see the top of it. I suppose I can open that. Yeah, you can remove that. It's also a dust and filter. Oh, you see the magnet moved. It's not in the correct place. I will put it back. So, perfect. And you see, you can even, if you want, put some fans in here. And then I'm going to turn it. So you see it from the front. It's very clean, nice. Yeah, like all the new cases, you don't have any possibility to put any CD or DVD drive anymore. On the top we will have a microphone. No, that's microphone, that's the headphones, 2 USB 3 and a power button. And that's, I think, already on, yes. You see how I can turn it around like I want. It's not that heavy. And so we're going to open. Oh, that's great. These are screws that are fixed in the how do you say, in the hole, so it won't fall out. And to avoid noise is also so, I don't know the word, dammmatte. Do you know that in English? But at least it will hold back the noise of the machine when it's turning. I will open it also at the back, so we can see directly through. So I'm going to turn it around, and you can see here is also a bag with some descriptions, I suppose. No, it's an additional filter. And I suppose somewhere there are also some the screws are also here in the box at the bottom. That's nice. You have an additional filter, dust filter. I will see where I can put that. I'll put that here in the background, and then just a second. I'm going to remove the box. You have an accessory box here. I will open it fast. So yeah, there are the screws and the cable fixes. Nothing special. It's the generic box, things that are always with every case. So, and nothing more in the box, or I will throw that little box away. And I'll turn around just to show you. You already have here the cables fixed to have a great cable management. Then you have your power switch, power LEDs, USB 3 connector, of course, and that should be that's the audio connector. Yeah, and then we have and the fan connector, of course, because we have a fan in the front, I suppose. Yes, a fan in the front and a fan in the back. So I'm going to turn around again, because here you have the fan in the back, and there is a fan. You won't see it in the front. The power supply will come in there, which helps to have a clean cable management, like I said again, because we have just some holes in the back to come up, and of course then in the background we'll have the motherboard. So I will put the case by side, and we are going to open the power supply. It's the Dark Power 13, 750 watts. It's a bit over-dimensioned for this machine here, but so it's sure that it will not be destroyed already in a year or so. I always try to construct computers that will last at least 10 years. And that's also the PC we are going to replace. I think it was 12 years. He has 12 or 13 years. So, yeah, it's a bit old, but still running. So we are going to open here. Just a second, because this box I won't throw away, because I need it to put the cables at the end in it, and the booklets, manuals, user manuals. So then we are first taking out the phone. Then we have the power supply. As you see, no cables. Again, a good power supply doesn't have the cables fixed on it, because we want cable management. So throw that away too. And then I take out this box. That's a great box. That's the box with the cables. And here you see we have a lot of cables. We are going to see that later when we are going to check what we are needing for this machine. And that's not much. So I remove here the plastic of the power supply, and then it's okay. Yeah. So for the cables, I will already remove that and that. We are going, of course, need the main cable for the motherboard. So I'm going
mainboard, motherboard?
Yeah, both is the same. The one say mainboard, the other say motherboard. For me, it stays motherboard. It's the normal ATX connector. And here I have normally the CPU. No, that's the VGA. we don't need it because there's no additional graphic card in this machine. What we have here, that's the 600 watt. That's for the also a GPU graphic card. Some graphic cards now need 600 watt, and so yeah, you need special cable that supports it. And here I have the CPU. It's written on it. You may see CPU, and you may have a P4 or P8 connector, so 4 or 8 connectors for your CPU that we need. And as we don't have any additional device, let's say yeah, DVD or graphic card, no other cable is needed here. So it will be a nice clean setup. And what's that? You can if you use overclocking, here is a small add-in you can put in your case and connect to your power supply, and then it will get overclocked to get more power. But I'm not a fan of such things. It will just destroy your device. Okay, that's just for fixing. So that's the cable we are needing here. I will put them on the side. And put this box also by side, because we will soon need much space to yeah, to put all together.
A lot of space is needed.
But it's a computer. Huh? And so I'm going to sit down a bit. Why? Because I'm preparing already the motherboard. With SSD, CPU, and RAM. And here you see a bit of my head. Not much, but a bit. So, for the motherboard, nearly forgot, we have a TUF Gaming B650/E Wi-Fi. I love TUF game motherboards because they are much stronger. They are not so fast destroyed, or how you would ever say. So I'm taking this out. Just a second. I'm throwing them up by side. We have a user guide and all the rest. I will show you now. And so, box empty, like always. I put that by side. And then let's start with the accessories. Here are some plastic plates and so to close. I know that's not the. Normally you have plastic protectors to close the open connectors on the motherboard. But that's not here the case. That's the Wi-Fi antenna if you want to connect your Wi-Fi. And that's great. It's a big antenna, so you will always have a very good signal. SATA cable if you're still using old hard disks or so. Here are some screws for the SSD, and that I don't know. So, LDP collects some plastic, but I don't know. It's square, maybe to close something, and other SSD. Then you have the safety information, of course, certificate of reliability. Quick start guide for the motherboard, some labels, stickers.
Yes. Oh, they look nice.
Yeah,
nobody needs them.
No, it's not needed, but it look nice.
But you can use them to put
on the case outside. You can put it on the case outside.
Design something with it.
And of course the user guide, like always. And then going to take out the board. I'm not loaded statically. So And so, going to put it up. And here we see the motherboard with the RAM connectors, processor. Here we are going to put the SSD, I suppose, because I don't know this board. We will have some SATA connectors. We don't need power supply, of course. And then here are the connectors for the outside. You will see the audio, the net, LAN, graphics, what we have, Wi-Fi, USB 3, USB-C. Yeah, we have nearly all we need in today's day. Okay, there's a protective film. I will remove it later when putting it in the motherboard, in the case. And so, what we are going to start with, I suppose, the SSD. I'm not sure if that's the place for one SSD, because here we have the SSD and there. To be sure, I'm going simply checking that in the manual. What we have here, an M2.2, and here M2.3. It's the socket 3, so we have 1 and 2. 2 and 3, but where's 1? So, that is why we have user guides. We are going to control what we have. And I was right, under this heatsink here, we have also an M.2 NVMe connector. So that is where we are going to put our SSD. So I'm going to open it. So I'm sure that I'm correct. So oh yes, you see you have thermal plate, I forgot the term, but there is a plastic on it. We are going to remove it when putting in the SSD. As SSD, I decided to use Western Digital Black SN777. It can go up to 5,150 megabyte per second, and it's Gen 4 NVMe, and it has a terabyte. It was a good price for the terabyte, so the 512 giga, I think it was only if it was 5 or 6 euros less, so I didn't even think about using that one. So the box, there's nothing more except the SSD and the small booklet. And then I'm taking out the SSD. It's nothing special, just SSD. Here I don't need to remove the label, which is always on them. Normally the labels are on the chips, and then you need to remove it when putting a heatsink on it. But as this is here the case, we can simply put it in like that. And I don't even need a screw here, because they have a small, maybe my wife can come nearer. There's a small plastic that I can move and put over it.
Wait, I focus. So
I will cut and put the video over so you can see there. Just need to move it and then it's okay. And here we are going to remove the plastic protection. I hope I can, else I need to take, here I have it, so I don't need my Zahnen.
Wires,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So, and it's here and here. Yeah. It's not exactly where I should be. So here I am now. And then I'm going to fix that. And then this side. Okay. Just checking if here there's no plastic protection over it, because when this gets warm it won't look very nice after several times. Yep, there is protective film. As always. So I can remove that to avoid that it's not looking very nice after some time. RAM I will look after. Then we are taking out the processor. It's a simple Ryzen 5 9600X. It's not the smallest, but it's not the biggest version. So we're going to put that in our box for. No, it's not a box. So. Yeah, we have here a recycling box for
the paper.
Exactly. Again, some papers with blah blah blah. So, but I'm going to throw away the plastic. What's that? Join the conversation of AMD conversation. We will have a small sticker, if I can get it out.
They like stickers, those tech companies.
I like them too.
Okay, so it's a nerd thing, those stickers.
Like so. I collected them in the time. I had.
And you don't.
But I don't.
And now you don't.
No, because I lost all of them.
Okay.
Nearly all. So here I'm going to open on the motherboard the place to put the processor. And then I'm taking out the good big CPU, GPU, we can say CPU, GPU because all is in it. And just to see where is where. I suppose that's the right direction, yes. And we are fixing it. So. And then comes the more difficult point for the motherboard. The cooling. It's big. It's bigger than I thought. But I wanted a low noise machine, so yep, we will see. So we're taking out all the boxes in the box. I don't think there's. This time it was the right one. Up. Nope, there's nothing more in it. I don't need that box anymore. Up and go. So here, normally we have the cooling fan with the cooling head pipes, and so. Oh, it's huge. At least this machine won't get hot.
No.
Okay. Up. So, like that, I wanted to be sure. Now I'll leave that on it until I will put it in the machine. So, we are going to move the paper. What are they writing here? Please reinsert between the center fan and when repacking to ensure safe transport. Well,
yes.
Of course. There is. I need to remove the fan because they have put paper inside. You see here where can I get that out? You see, all around there's such plastic. I removed it to the wrong direction. That's because that's why I don't get it very good out due to the cable. That's my own fault. And of course the other fan does that have too. So, and let's throw that away too. So, and here we have the cables for fan 1 and fan 2. So I will put that on the side. Oh, hi. No. What are you doing?
I don't
3
know
times.
How I turned it.
Dreimal. 3 times. What have you done?
I don't know, it turned from itself.
So, no, it doesn't.
Yes, no, I didn't do anything. It's me, it's not me. What do I have to push to turn it
Yeah,
back?
this button 3 or 4 times, I can't remember. So,
You can't remember, then you want to tell.
yeah,
That's not
it's
right.
your machine, you playing with it, so.
Yes, but
So, and then we are going to check what we are needing here for the AMD, because it's different for the fixings for the AMD or for the... Oh, great. We have even...
screwdriver.
Thanks to. And of course a sticker! I love stickers. Then we have a Y cable. If you just have on the motherboard one CPU fan connector. I don't even know if I have 1 or 2. That's CPU optional. Yes, we have a CPU fan and CPU optional. So I don't need that. We have here a cleaning wipe. So if you are changing if you are changing your device and you need to remove the thermal. Oh, I'm stupid. It's even written here, thermal paste. What's that? Optional for improving contact quality and performance on the LGA 17011. That we don't need here. Here it's even written AMD parts. So that's the AMD parts, and here are the Intel parts here. Again?
How do I do that? Tell me how to fix it. But I pushed 4 times.
Yeah, not good. She has a device and she doesn't know how to use it.
I'm learning. It's not my fault.
Yes, it's your fault.
It's now the time to learn.
So, and now we are checking what we need for the AMD blah blah blah. So yes, of course, yes. So remove the stock, and then we are going to put the other things on it. For that, I need something. My electric screwdriver. What?
But I want to make it straight. You told me to push 2 times.
3.
3.
So if you're putting two times, it's for him 4 times.
Okay.
We are approaching the error. So, is it this one? I don't like it. So it's... No. It's the other one was better. Just trying the last. Yeah. Okay. So I use this Bosch screwdriver. Why? Because I can here define how strong he will push the screw inside. So you will not destroy your motherboard, your
The device,
everything. You see? That's how it's going to react if it's too strong. So I will turn it to the other side. Yeah. So I will remove that. So we are removing that, and then we need here, we have some plastics. Do they have a special name, I suppose? Offset hole position. Choose the 7mm offset hole position to ensure optimal contact quality and performance. I don't. That's not what we are talking here about. No offset. There is no other option. I don't know what you are talking about. That's in here. In the metal things I need to fix, because you have two possibility to fix this. Those here, you see, there are two positions, and we need here the one where it's written 7mm. Okay, my own fault. These things here are the plastic spacers onto the screw threads. So we are taking the long screws, and it's in the insides. So yes, but these are you see, it's imbus, so I need an imbus. Oh, don't tell me I don't have it. It's this one here. Yes. So we are changing and putting this one. And here again. Here we go again. Just a second, I will put it on the minimum to see. No, I'm going 2 steps up, because else it's not strong enough, because you see the size of the cooler. So, and then here also 7mm. I didn't read, so I did an error.
What did you say? You didn't read?
No, I did an error.
An error?
I read, but I forgot to read also that the north and the south. We have a north side and a south side.
Okay. I always like the glasses, but I don't know it's important in tech.
Yeah, so you see, it's a different size from the. You see here, it's longer because here you need more space.
Okay.
You see this cool? Oh no, you don't see it.
No.
You don't see it here. On other boards in the time you saw it better. CPU. It's even. You see, you can move film here. You see? Do you see that on the video? It's written CPU in what direction the CPU should be.
Written there, source and CPU.
And here it's written the 7mm where you need to put the screws in.
Okay.
And it's for the both 7mm, I suppose. Offset 7mm offset. Yes. Okay. Just checking that it's correct. Not that the one is on this 7mm and the other not. I don't want any surprises. So, Then, if there are resident hammer plates on your, please clean them off. The inner opening, the guard is protecting the outside of it. So we have here this guard, like I already told you, it's the thermal guard protector for the paste. So we are putting that on here. So to avoid that the paste is falling on the What are you doing? Applying 5 dots, 4 small dots with 2 mm diameter near the corners, plus 1 dot with 3 to 4 diameters in the center. Are they nuts?
Yes.
So we are going to put the thermal paste, a small dot in every corner. Dot, 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 and a dot, and the bigger dot in the middle. So, yep. That's how it's written, huh? And then we are taking the cooler for increased RAM clearance, blah blah blah. Now we have even a low noise adapter. Oh, but I don't need a low noise adapter here. But where is... fastening the heatsink to the seat. That's not good. That's not good. Because you have here a description for the Intel and one for the AM5, but for at the end you just have once how to fix the heatsink. So we are going to move it out.
Nee, you are too fast.
No, I don't have luck. I just want to get that removed. So, why do we need to remove the fan? Because there are the two screws. Yeah, I can also try here, but you don't see it, to fix it.
Where are they?
There, the screws are under the vent.
Yeah, it's there.
And if you have problem with the space or so, you can also remove this cooler. It's not necessarily needed. The one in the middle is needed, this one not. So, am I going to fix it? Is that the right correct direction? I hope.
I'm hoping.
It's not written in what direction. I will put it like that. Oh, then I need the RAM first. Okay, I will put fast RAM in it, as I will have some problems. It will work to put it again in, but it's not... why do it complicate if I can have it easier, the easier way. So, we have just one RAM module in white. It looks funny. But because I just have one RAM module, I need to check the user guide, because it's not how we say, you need to check what port you are going to use, because else it will not work. So if I have one, I need to use the DIMM A2 and not A1. You see, that's again Here we have again this problem like I already had on others. I don't need to use the first, but the second one. So I put that in. Do I have the wrong side? Yeah, that was clear. So I'll put it there, and then I can put the heatsink, I suppose. So I'm just checking to be sure that I'm in the right direction, because I have some feelings that it's not correct. In addition, the cooler may be used to center fan only in order to best convince tall RAM modules. Okay, yeah, no, it's correct, because this one you can remove this fan if you have problems with the if it doesn't go. If you have problems with the RAM module, like I will have here, but you can move also the fan up. But I'm taking it off and see later if I'm going to put it in or if I'm just putting it on a higher space. So first of all, we are going to put the CPU. It's also important not to fix it already on one side, but screw one side a bit, then the other side, and then come back to the first side again a bit. Why? Because you else get too much pressure on just one side of the CPU, and you can destroy the board, the CPU. You can do much wrong. So here we are fixed, and this side also. So, and then we are taking the vent one fan back again. Normally you can even see in what direction the air comes out. Here, you see, it's turning in. Simply stop once and start the video again.
No, it's okay.
You see, it's turned in that direction, and the air goes in that direction. So we are going to fix it like that in this machine, because I want the air in that direction, because here we have the back, and so he can take the air out. So here I'm going just at the end how it should be. And where is the CPU is the first one, and that's the optional. So I will see with that one. I first need to put it on the motherboard power place. And just I need to see, yeah, I can access every place where I afterwards need to fix it on the case. Because that's another problem with some cooler. You will have that problem that it goes over these screws holes, and then you have a problem. Just so I'm going to see if I can put it on. Just check again. Yes, it's the right direction here. Yeah. Just see if the point is I can you can often fix it again here, but then your case is not high enough. It doesn't have enough place, and that we need to check. If it's not enough space, I need to remove that. But that's not important. Like I said, one is important, the other not. So it looks funny, very big, no? Don't you think it looks funny?
Huge.
Yeah. It's a bit oversized, but like I said, so it's sure not having any issues with temperature, with noise, with whatever. So I'm going to move here some parts away. because now we need to put the things in the motherboard, and I need to find my little screws in the case. We need to put the case in the motherboard. The motherboard in the case. You understand what I want to say?
No.
She said simply no. I don't ask you something. But where are the? We will see. I missed something. Maybe they fixed it already all in the case. So now I'm standing up again. And now, time to fix all in the case. I don't know why I am always saying motherboard instead of case.
It's the mother holding the baby.
Oh yeah, you are just crazy. You are Trump.
Because the phone's because.
Yeah, she even does change the language now.
I can change it 4 languages in one time.
Even in 5, if you take Spanish.
Yeah, but my Spanish is...
that's the one.
That's the one, no, that's not, I don't speak it, so I cannot.
I do not speak Americano. Maybe they have those here?
Maybe.
I don't know if those are for the... I don't know if they go in. They are going inside, but are those for motherboard? Is that new? No, it's definitely not for the motherboard, those. I don't know for what those are, but definitely not for the motherboard. I will have problems after it. And I don't want to kill the new board. And checking if that's the right. Is that the right screw?
No.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in Finland. No, not when you're putting screws.
So.
You're screwed.
I'm Scrooge. So. No, it doesn't come out. So. I will put it a bit larger. Oh. It doesn't work. We need you need to make a magnet in it. The little cube.
Hello.
But take it with you.
Where is it?
I don't know. You open the door and where my things are.
Wow.
I don't know if it's on the bottom or on the top. You need to check that. So here, and then I already putting the board in place. So let's remove this plastic here. It's not that easy because it's now very, very heavy. So up. So am I already? It's in, and it should go with the height. But I see another problem I will have.
I will have another problem.
And that will be the cable. Oh, thank you.
Tiens.
Magnet place. And okay. So, what I'm going to do is the CPU cable, power cable, to avoid that I'm locked, because due to the big cooler I don't have the space to put the cable there. It's possible to do it, but if I can avoid it, I will do it in another way. Just a second. So I'm going to move it.
Move it.
So then I'm going to put the cable first. Oh, so it's this one. And I suppose this one, because it's within CPU. Since when do we need here 3, 4 pins? That's new. Or does this depend on what processor you are using? 5. At least we need the 8-pin power plug, and best is to have the 8-pin and 4-pin power plugs. Great. So we need those. I'm going upside with the board here to first. I hope it doesn't fall with my luck.
It doesn't.
It fall. Because here we have some space to put the cable in. So those are in. Maybe my wife will help me now. We will see. So that's not a help.
But I don't know what you want.
Move. I will do it myself.
I didn't know what you wanted, so I cannot help something what I don't know. But you don't leave me.
Yeah, now I'm doing it.
Okay then. Be stubborn.
So.
At least the videos are more funny when I'm there.
Yes.
I wait. It's coming.
No, it's not. Because the cable.
I'm pulling the cable. Maybe.
No.
Then I don't.
I think now I'm fixed.
Not you fixed. You fix it, but you are not fixed.
So. And now we are going to put screws.
Screw.
First I'm going to put some screws here. Now there's. You see here, that's the protection. So I won't destroy the board.
Yeah.
So now the more difficult screw. Can you move?
Yeah. I probably can.
Because this one is the farthest.
I don't see that.
No, because you don't see anything. These on the top are more problematic because we don't have much space. And this one I can't even fix. I need to find another. I don't know if I have such a long. But normally when try it should be possible with this one. Yeah. It's not that easy. You see, I'm up, but it is working somehow. Hachum. Yeah. But the noise is not problematic as I'm still screwing. That is why I love this screwdriver, because I can, it's hold, but I can turn with holding, because it's great for motherboards and so. And then here we don't need it. Hachi, hachi, hachi. I'm making fun of my wife.
I will do the same in the. And grass pollen are spreading the world with their babies.
But all the other years I wasn't that bad like you this year.
That's true. I have a solution. I will buy it next year.
So that's all for the case at the moment.
Next year it will be done.
The next part will be the power supply.
Yeah. There's not much more left.
Yeah.
Let me show you
So.
this.
And for the power supply, it's great because it won't go out. Huh?
I'm filming without filming. I'm great.
Yeah, you have this here, and you can fix it on the on.
I'm filming.
You can fixing it directly on the power supply and then move it in. So we have here,
Confusing.
and my wife is confused.
No, I'm confusing. I'm confusing the gimbal here because I'm turning it around like a crazy.
The crazy horse.
That's something else. Just saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
My problem is that you know that it's something else.
Why?
You are not supposed to know that.
Why not?
You are a wife. You are a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are visible.
I know, but I cannot do it anywhere else. How should I do it without being visible? To film you nearby. No, I'm not filming, I'm just trying out. Because it makes fun.
If you know how it works, and if you know how the logic of a gimbal works.
I know it!
Now, yes. And here we are going to have the fan on the bottom direction, because so he can take the temperature of the power supply directly out.
I'm not filming, but yeah.
In, not out. Out. He's. So I could directly fix it, but I'm not fixing it. Why? So I can have the cables directly here. So we have here. You see here are for the drives. You have the P8.
Wait.
Yeah, don't see it. I see. Yeah.
Okay.
So like again, to the drives, PCI Express connectors, the 600 watt connector, if you have such a graphic card, P8 for the processor, and then the motherboard cable. So those two that I have here are for the P8, and then this one I will put on motherboard. And just to say, here is the connector. You have here the connector for the overclocking too. But like I said, we don't put it in. Up. So, we are here. So I'm putting that in too. So it's always a good idea to put it in because you don't have much space behind here. It would work. It's not that it wouldn't work. It's just, why do it complicate if you can have it more easy?
More easy.
It's more easy.
It's easier.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it easier? Yeah. So, where is it? Wrong direction. It's a nice tower, no? Nice case. Don't you think?
It's great. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good. I like the color too.
And it's not shining. It's matte, and I like it.
So.
It doesn't make fingerprints. That's what I like.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yes, no.
So.
I can see it here.
Can you show me where the power connector is supposed there?
How does it look like?
Like that.
Huh? How? I don't know.
Yeah, I was right.
I cannot show you something. I don't know how it's.
Power connector.
Yeah. If you had told me that this was the cable, I have seen only one
I showed
plug,
you.
which is no.
No.
You showed me 3 cables.
So
There's
I
only
put
one
that.
plug with that size.
And for the ventilator, I need to remove it here because it's a bit.
Maybe I can clean it.
It's a bit short. I will remove it here.
Wait.
Where can I open it? I need to find the place to open.
Play?
So, no, record.
Yeah. You see that I'm not a professional. I say play for record.
So, I think
That's
like that it will work better. And then, up. I will turn. You are filming here. So, come here over it.
Okay.
So I'm putting it like that. You won't see it in the normal camera, but my wife is filming.
I tried my best.
She's trying. So, but her best is not good enough. You see, she's always spanking me.
You clown.
So we are going to fix the fan, the power. Then here we have the USB. That's the USB 3, by the way. Yeah. I don't see anything. So, and then what we have here is the audio. I don't know where the audio is. But I will not know it because my wife is in front.
No, your nose is in the camera.
That's not problematic.
Are you?
I have a beautiful nose.
Off?
So the cable audio is in, and I lost the cables for the power. So. Oh, I can't read that. It's too small. I will take the user guide. I could take because I want that you see what I'm doing. It's still 0.16. So. What are you doing? You know that you are taking photos, no?
Yes, I know.
But it's not focused.
I saw that. But I didn't see it.
So the there we have two. Okay, where is the power switch?
I have taken several photos.
So the power is this one, and then we have the. I know that's the power LED. Huh? It's not very clear, but here we have power LED plus and power LED minus. So, what are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
Power LED, power switch plus, and then the power connector, and that's already all. So it's not much that we need to connect. So you see, it's very clean inside. I don't know if you see. So I will zoom. You see. You see, it's not many cables we have here. It's very clean setup, like I said. It's not very difficult or problematic to have here a nice and clean cable management. So we're going to fix the processor cables here. At least I hope. So. So you can turn it around to have it entirely fixed. In German I would say it's a bit gewurstelt und gefummelt, but at the end it's okay. It will look great, good. I don't think I will need to fix this one. It's good like it is. Yes, maybe I'm going just to fix here at the bottom another one. So.
No, I didn't say something. Is it very hot inside?
Yes.
Here? Okay, it's not me.
No, you are not hot.
You don't pass. No.
Okay, it's not the right direction. So, and after I have here finished this thing here, no, I don't like that. I will leave it like it is. We are going to swap over to the computer while installing it. It will be a French installation, so maybe you don't understand what you are seeing, but as I'm explaining,
still people know how Windows and so is looking like, so they know it from their language. I have been working on Slovenian computers without a word of
I'm too also on Portuguese.
If you know, but Portuguese is similar to French, so you can guess. But Slovenian isn't. But still, I found my necessity.
But but I also had once a Chinese one. That was heavy. Because in the Chinese and in the Dutch version, the point is that
Chinese with Dutch now.
No, the Windows. I always did many things automatic because I knew that's okay, that's cancel, that's that. And on Dutch and Chinese Windows, they had to exchange the buttons. So I always click cancel and wondered why doesn't it work until the one who understands the language told me. So it's just a tapish. I don't care.
I do.
And so, well, so I think we have it all, no? Now we are going to close the case. And I hope everything will close again. It's closing again. I still don't know where this fan goes.
What? What's that? That's a filter.
Yeah, this filter. But no, it can't go there.
Because you don't have these little holes over there.
I will take it out again. See? But if I put that on, I can put that on. Do you think that's for... maybe if you have fans on the top.
Yeah, like that, you have to filter to filter the air.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for that I know. Because we already have one on the top, on the bottom.
It's not the design that the person prefers this and that. But why would you want to have a dust pan here?
Why not? Because you can put fans on the top. Yeah, it's so can you move it to clean it? That to better clean it.
So she will take it away to clean it. That's great.
Yeah, and you have the dust dust filter at the bottom too.
And it's easy to remove with the magnets.
Changing top cover. Yeah, you can put the one or the other. Why? It's not written.
Maybe it's a
you can even remove the front.
If you prefer this or that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a...
Entfernen das Gummibinder. There is a dust filter here inside, but you need to unscrew it. So.
That is not for the normal.
No, it's not unscrewing it. You can simply remove it. You see the front of the case. You can even remove it to clean it. It's this dust filter here on the side. You need a screwdriver. To remove the dust. You need the screwdriver. You need the screwdriver to remove the dust filters here on the side. You have here on the side. It's not fixed with screws, but to get it out. That's all. And you can clean the ventilator, the fan ventilator. Oh, that's great. Oh, cool. The case is better than I thought. I'm very satisfied with what I bought. Yeah, it's funny, but I didn't know the case. I just read some...
I'm sorry, but no, I'm just laughing. I will tell you later. I cannot tell you now.
She got the message.
No, a push news.
Yeah, a push news. I suppose Trump did again something stupid.
No, not really, not exactly.
So we will see if this side goes off it. Yes.
They will delete the video when you talk too much things. Woo!
So now I can't.
I'm not filming. But I could like that.
Why doesn't it close?
Failed to start recording. Why? Was occupied by another app, but I'm not using another app.
What have you done?
Nothing.
I don't get the screw here in. Why?
But I don't know what's happening here. But
you don't know?
We are nearly finished, so it doesn't really matter, but it matters because I don't understand why.
I don't find... Okay.
I can make videos.
I will screw them with the hand. Do not over screw them. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So, it's great. It's finished. So, we have our case ready here. Closed, usable, very clean. We have even a flash BIOS back. Very clean, nice. And we will see how the installation will go when I'm connecting it to the power and the HDMI to see the installation. So see you in some minutes. Bye bye bye. So now we are going to continue with the installation. You may hear some noises in the background. I have the window open because it's very hot today. Yeah, we are going to continue and see how it's going. You see here no signal because the machine is still off. I'm going to power it on. And then I'm going to start with the BIOS. I don't know if it's the lead F1, F2 for this BIOS. It's F1. I don't have the correct keyboard. So, F1 to enter BIOS. I click F1. It doesn't work. Why doesn't my F1 key doesn't work? Well, strange. Do I have the, or don't I have the key in? I have it. It just took some while to load, possibly because it's the first time. This is the advanced mode. Or let's see the easy mode, because the advanced mode we are going in now, because I don't like this one. You see here at the bottom right, you see that you can click F7 to enter the advanced mode, and then you have more options. On the first time you have here security, like passwords you can put, but we are not going to put any password in this machine. AI tweaker, I don't going to sorry for the noise. Like I said, we have much it's very hot, and we have some idiots here that are trying to drive a car that they can't handle. So in the AI tweaker, like I said, I'm not going to change anything because I don't like overclocking and so on. And under advanced, here we are going to check. First in the trusted computing, that's the TPM. We need TPM 2.0 for the Windows 11 installation. You can check that it's activated, and nothing more. Nothing here is to be checked. Nothing else. Then AMD TPM, of course. If you want to enable the firmware TPM of the processor, reset it to factory default, which is normal because we are starting from scrap. I clicked twice on the same. With variable protection, normally you can leave all those settings like they are. CPU, there's also nothing to see. Just check if it's recognized correctly. But the BIOS updates we are going to do later. PCI subsystem, also nothing special. USB, normally you have to check if every USB port is activated, if mass storage drivers are active. And with the single port, you can even activate or deactivate single USB ports on your motherboard. We don't need to activate or deactivate anything because we don't have any resources problem. Also network stack we don't use here. And NVMe again is in the next important configuration, but as we just have one SSD, we don't need that. So we just have, you can here self-test if you want extended test or not. You can here directly check if your SSD is, how we would say, in good conditions. Well, which of course is because it's a new one. HDD SSD, normally you activate here the smart information because we don't have any SATA controller devices. we don't have any smart to see, but we are also going to disable the SATA controller. We don't need the NVMe RAID mode because we just have one disk like that. APM is the power management. You can here activate different things if you need them. Like I am using for my servers this option here, the RTC. So you can say at these days and activate at this hour time the machine. So it will power on itself. But like that, a normal user doesn't use this. Also, it's very. For me, I say always it's very important to put the restore AC power loss to power off. Many motherboards switch to last state, which I don't think it's the good point, because if the power comes back, your machine switches on and the power goes again away, you will make this, let's say, and put some damage on your motherboard, on your power supply or whatever. So I prefer to have it, like I said here, to be on power off, which on this motherboard is by default. Then onboard devices. Normally also here you can have everything like it by default. If you don't need the Wi-Fi controller, which I don't know here, but I think I don't need it, but you could disable it, also the Bluetooth controller and the LED lights. There's even a serial port connector, but we don't need it, so I'm going to disable it. And PCI Express link speed, you leave them on auto, so he will automatically check what speed he is going to use. Again, here we don't have any graphic card or whatever integrate as additional card, as add-on card, so this is not used. Then on the monitor you have the temperature monitor. You see the different temperature of your system, and you can check the fan speed. You see here we have the CPU fan and the CPU optional fan, and of course the chassis fan. I see I may not have connected the rear fan. Yeah, I forgot the rear fan, so I'm going to connect this one. If you have an all-in-one pump, you will see it here too. So I will fast connect the chassis fan, just a second. Then we are going to continue. And tada, you see the first fan is also running. This is one of the reasons you always better double check that everything is connected. So we can continue now here. As soon as he is ready. So, and here the voltage monitor, you can always check if the voltage is correct or not. And the Q fan tuning. Here of course you can activate an automatic tuning, like also the different an auto detection of if you have a Q fan or not. So if you have a DC mode fan or PWM fan, so it depends if you have 3 or 4 pin ventilators, cooler, whatever. And then you can here go from standard, silent, turbo, full speed. Normally I take here always the silent with the source CPU, so it depends on the CPU temperature. And here of course you can check the same profile for the chassis fan. I'll put always every profile to silent, even if the chassis fan is not yet connected. But if you can see, all depend on the temperature of the processor, of the CPU. AO pump we don't have here. That's if you want water cooling or so. And then a chassis intrusion detection, that's good for business to see if someone entered the chassis, the case. But we don't have here an intrusion detection on this case. Then for the boot, you can activate the compatibility support module. We don't need it here. We want secure boot with Windows Wi-Fi. And secure boot is still on custom. Why? Because it's still in setup mode. Because we are going to clear the secure boot keys, which are actually, and install the default ones. So, just to be sure that it's a clean setup, because you never know what the company did when before you get the machine, the motherboard. And then of course the boot configuration. You can decide if you want a fast boot or not, if you want the boot logo display or not. I'm going to disable the boot logo because I want to always to see if there is an error, what he has done, what he didn't. And the setup mode, I'm going to switch from this ISeeT mode, that is the first thing you saw, to advanced mode, because it's always better to directly enter the correct BIOS settings. And then you have even here the flash utility to directly update the BIOS, and so I'm going to do that through Windows later. We have here Memory Crate. There is a tool to have to control the motherboard, the graphic card if you have one, and so, and of course also the my Asus. I can already activate it to see if that really works. It was done to activate that, so when Windows is installed, we'll install it automatically. That's the theory, but I don't think it's working. Because with all the restriction Windows has. Can I change already the time? I don't think, maybe here? Yes. So, oh great. What time do we have? I need to check. It's 14:21. And do we have the 12th today? I think the 12th is the correct day. Yeah, the 12th. So we already have the correct date and time. And just to say, I'm going to boot from I'm blocked. I'm going to boot from my USB stick. I already prepared a USB stick to boot with Windows on it, because the installation is much faster than from DVD that is coming with the machine. And I don't want to create an online account. I want to have a local account. I'm not a very big fan of these online accounts, especially especially because I want to prepare the machines before I'm going to the user. And I don't want to have all the passwords from every user. These are private, and I don't want to have any issues due to something like that. So that is why I prefer a local account, which you can always switch to an online account later. So that's all. We are going to save changes and reset. So everything will change. You will have here a resume for what you have changed. Click OK, and here we'll change the settings and reboot. Of course, we have now a square black screen, but we are going to be back soon. Just give him some time, because we did some special settings with the secure boot, TPM. It takes a while until he comes back and until he starts. You see, here we go. And here we are in our installation. We're going to install in French. I'm not a very big fan of French, but it's now like that. We are going to put, what have we? No, format dollar. That's the time we have here French Luxembourg. We are going to install French, and here is the keyboard French Swiss. So French Switzerland. And we are going to install Windows. So installer Windows 11. I'm saying j'accepte que tout soit supprimé, y compris les fichiers, les applications et les paramètres. Donc, so I'm accepting that everything is going to be deleted, all files, applications and settings, which is clear because there's nothing on this machine, so I don't care. So, and now I need to enter the key. I'm going to pause again until I put the key, and then we are going to continue, like I always do, because it's a private key. So I entered the code now, but I was not very happy, I must say, because I chose the French Swiss layout, but on the point where I entered the code, it was still the ISeeT, so the French layout of the keyboard. So I had some difficulties to enter the code. So now he's going to check for the disk. Here you see of course the USB stick, and then our SSD, because it's empty, so it's very simple. Here you have partition 1 of disk 1 and espace disk non alloué to disk 1, so there is some space at the end left of this USB stick. So we are going to install here. Here we can't, because it's a bit it's too small and not you could install Windows on a USB drive if you have if you're going to have Windows to go, but not with the normal Windows installation. So we're going to suivant. So that suivant, which means next. And here we have a resume of what he will do, but logically install Windows 11 Professional, and he will conserve nothing, which is clear because there's nothing. And let's click install. And here we go. Of course, this will take some time. I will, like always, let it run. Maybe I'm going to fast forward here, I'm not sure. I will see that. It depends on how fast it's going to install. But it seems very fast. The stick I put in an USB 3, so it should be very fast, I suppose. We will see. I will switch the microphone off, and we will continue to see. Oh no, here I can switch off. That was fast. It's already on the point to reboot. Wow! I can't remember I had a machine that was that fast in installing. So normally you should now check for the drivers and so. So normally the first step is copying everything. The second step is the installation with checking for the drivers. And so on, we will see. And like you see, he's writing that at the bottom you see that votre ordinateur peut redémarrer à plusieurs reprises. It means that he can restart several times during the installation. Normally it's 2 or even 3 times. I can't remember. It's been a while since I installed a normal machine. I just installed on the business side, and this is a different system. So let's continue. Wow. I must say I'm very astonished of the speed of the installation. So, what's the next step? Of course, we are going to choose the language we want, where we live in. It's Luxembourg. Here again, he is asking the keyboard, which of course is French Switzerland and not French AZERTY. I don't know why he is asking it once and then again. What do we have next? You can add an additional keyboard if you want. Some people work with different keyboards, so I don't know. I think it's 10 years here since I last saw that. So we are going here to ignore that. And then he's going to check for Windows updates, I suppose. No? Yes? Yeah. And it's again rebooting like we never did before. Where is my mouse? Here is my mouse. And the setup continues. Here we are asked if you want Microsoft to allow to know where I am. Yeah, of course, check where my device is. I'm always activating everything. Why not? Why should Microsoft know less than Google and co about me? So I already configured on the stick which username will be created. And we are waiting till he has finished. Some small flickering. I suppose he will going to reboot soon. No, not yet. So yes, oh, I have a strange color here on my screen. I don't know why. Oh, but at least on the video it's correct. Suppose because he's going to why he's asking that again. So we have these settings, once system-wide and once for the user. I don't know. It seems really to work. You asked to install Armory Crate. Of course I'm going to say yes. So it's much easier to update. Then I'm going to check. He was going to install also the my Asus. During the installation, I'm going to set up my taskbar. So widgets we are going to take off. Other icons I'm going to activate all. There aren't much yet. We're going to see that later. Then I forgot here the search bar. I'm going to swap the search bar to just an icon. Just takes too much copy load. I will remove. Store, I'm going to remove. And then here are we going to change the settings. So more options, more items pinned. I don't want to see the recent object, nor the recent files, neither recommendations. And so yeah, this looks already better. And then we are going to activate the settings, Armory Crate, sorry for that. So just switching back. So here we have File Explorer, Documents, Downloads, Images, Private Folder. So these are in fact the icons that will appear here on the bottom. So, and I'm going to deactivate the notifications about the account. We don't use an online account yet. Maybe that will change when I'm installing it on the place where it comes, but not yet. So I will activate everything. And let's start. Yes. Yes. So here I'm going to remove all those minion icons that aren't useful. And later we're going to put the Office products and so here, but not yet. Because I don't have the Office license from the user. Here in the background I'm going to change the settings too. That's not correct. Personally, so I'm going to change here the color. You should automatically choose one of the color from the background. And I want the color to be also on the title and bar and the other bar from the settings or programs and so on. And of course what we have here, Teams, I'm going to switch do the simple. Is that the color? Oh, let's see. No. Maybe I can find some nature theme. I love nature themes. But that is afterwards to the user to check what he's going to use. So I'm going here. Let's take this European scenes. So he's going to download and open. And let's put two European scenes. So, couleur. So he should here again, you need to switch on automatic. Oh, we're going here to somewhere everywhere. So it's a bit more readable. And here for the lock screen, I'm going to use an image. Okay, so we have a screen here on the logon screen, which we don't see because there's still no password. Maybe later when we put a password, this is relevant. But these are settings we need. I'm going to check with the user, like explained. Here is still in installing mode. So we are switching here to settings, because the first thing you always have to do is check for updates. So, because there are always updates missing. If you are going here to the gestionnaire de périphérique, that's the device settings, you will see we have a lot of settings, a lot of devices not found. So if the Windows updates are done, you may have still one or other device missing, especially from the motherboard, and then we are going to go online to the site of my Asus and then install it. But it's possible that we don't need it because we have the memory crate and then the My Asus, which should normally detect the different devices on the machine and install the drivers for it. We will see. So here he is finished Armory Crate. So we are going to relaunch the application. Armory Crate is more useful if you are a gamer. But as he always checks for drivers, it's also interesting for the normal machine. So here. Yes, we don't want to see that again. And so, where are here the drivers? Because it's different from the ones I see. Because here is red, I suppose we can find here under settings, parameter, which means settings, and here we have updates, and we have here, you see, motherboard settings, where we have the fan expert, that's the fan controller, and the Asus core drivers. So we are already updating those. I suppose we will also need processor drivers and so, but that we are going to check later. One thing after the other, like I always say, because doing too much together is not always the best. What he's here doing, you see he found a lot of drivers already here, that I suppose also is a part of the processor drivers. I already start here Edge. Start without data. I just want to start. Come on. to check that one with, like I said, the user. Here, no quick links, no content. Our background is okay, weather is okay. And then here on the settings, parameters again, we are going to swap the search to Google. Here I'm going to Google because the Bing search is such a horrible search engine. So now I simply have to enter here something I'm going to search. Of course, Google wants me to accept. Hey, where's my ISeeT? Should be one of the first. So if I put here ISeeT.fans, I suppose he's going to find it. Yes, of course, with many entries. So. I forgot which was, what do we have? TUF, it was a TUF B60, I'm not sure. Oops, forgot the 32. Do I see it here? B650. Wasn't that bad. The number is off. So we are going to search for the drivers here. It doesn't find. That's great. He wants me to go to the location where I live, and then he doesn't find anything. So of course firmware and BIOS is always very important. I'm going to download that directly because I don't know if he's going to find it with the Armoury Crate and so, or my Asus. So for the moment, going to check if he's finding something or not, and then we are downloading the drivers. We need LAN, wireless, chipset, audio, VGA, Bluetooth, utilities. I'm going to check my Asus driver, Asus AI suite, Asus Win. Well, we know how we don't really need. Well, I will download it. Armoury and Armoury Creator that I already downloaded. Red Expert we don't need because I don't use the red here. Armoury Creator I already have, so I should have now everything downloaded. If my Asus doesn't find it, he here doesn't find anything. That here. He found some other drivers, Armoury Crate, our GPU switch, MBD, VGA. So we have some drivers. And let's put the downloads. And during that time, I'm going to check here. I will need here to reconfigure the Explorer too. We have here the options. I don't want the files from office.com nor the recently used ones. That just makes no sense. And I want to see all the files and develop onto the machine where to the place where I am. And here, of course, I want to this machine. So I'm going to close it again. So he will always be on my PC, my computer. So it's much easier for me to find. So I'm going to eject my USB stick. That's already done. We have here the downloads, and here I'm going to first check for my Asus because I didn't get anything. Yeah, I don't have ISeeT, so I have no uncompressed tool. First going to search for ISeeT. Yeah, you take ISeeT or anything else. It's your machine. You always decide what you want. I love it, ISeeT, because it opened many files, not only one or two. Compressed files, of course. So that's very easy because it just next. And then here we need to choose French. I must pay attention because I'm rarely doing a machine on French. Don't need to know what's new. And now here to my Asus, I can choose ISeeT and extract to my Asus. And normally I now have here a folder, my Asus, where I can start the setup. And he will install the my Asus driver. What we have here, he already has finished with the updates. Here too, I'm going to restart this one, and then we need to restart the machine, like always. Here where I'm going to search for updates later, when we are going to close everything. Okay, the Asus driver I already installed, my Asus driver, and then let's restart. He's going to restart. La, 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 and it will take some time. Not much, but some. Still wondering why I see on my screen. In fact, I see purple and not black background. I don't know if it's my adapter or if it's something else. It's a good time to check that during a reboot. So let's switch off the microphone. I think it's something Windows related, because in the BIOS and before Windows is booted, I see everything correct. So not maybe because it's going through the my Ava Media device to record. Maybe it's not recognized correctly due to it. My screen is not recognized correctly. So we are going to soon continue. You see, an installation is not simply click, click, click. It's much to do, and here's a simple installation. great. He asked to change the password, and then I don't put any, and the password has changed. Well, great Windows. So I'm going to change here the background icons. Where was that? Parameter icon, because I want the computer. Yes. Sort by name. So here we are already not that bad. My Asus is also installed, so I'm going to open it to see if he finds the BIOS updates or anything else, and if not, I already downloaded. So I don't know. I don't want to register. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. We don't need that. Which we need here is the update of the system, and see if he finds anything. And he finds a lot. But he doesn't recognize automatically what he needs. Oh, what a bad system! I must say that's a very bad system. Okay, so I don't need them. I use my own logic and install first the BIOS update. Where is the BIOS update? That's the BIOS update. No, I don't use the Windows extraction. I don't know if he has an installer. No, he has just a cap file. So I'm going to put it on my stick to do the BIOS update. To do the BIOS update directly on from the BIOS. Oops, I think he moved it to the wrong place. Yes. Where did he put it? Not here. Why did he put my file? Undo. I love the undo. So I'm going to look for the driver again, the BIOS again, and put it again on the D. So I have that. But maybe with the ISeeT, I think it was the ISeeT where I could update the BIOS directly from Windows. If it's still like that, because Asus is not better than all the other companies. They are always changing their mind and settings and tools and so on and so on. So we have here the ISeeT. Start. I can't open an icon. An icon is not working as setup. So here, power saving and system information, and let's go. And the next will be the chipset. Chipset. Okay. I'm not going to restart directly. I'm going to already install the driver chipset. Is it already done? Maybe I don't get any feedback. I don't like those drivers that don't give any feedback. Yes, he has finished. So we are going to boot, but within the BIOS I'm going to update to the latest BIOS version. BIOS is very important, like I already mentioned. So we have just checked 50 minutes. Oops, cancel. 50 minutes, and we are still in the setup process. So you see, it's nothing that goes very fast. So we are going here to the flash utility. Here you see he already loaded the USB stick, and I have here the file. You see at the end we have at the moment the version 3067, and the one I have on my file is 3222. So a small difference. Yes. And now this is going to update. Sorry. Again, he's rebooting for the update process. You see for the moment the black screen, just like me. And I know it's not even rebooting, it just restarted the screen. And here we go to update. In today's day, we always need to update the BIOS. It has so many bugs. And it's not, you would say, it's just with Asus, it's also with HP, Lenovo, MSI, whoever. They all have issues in their BIOSes, and if you find a new BIOS version of your motherboard or your laptop, whatever, but it's also a motherboard for the laptop, do it. It's very important. And be patient. Because if you simply restart during the update process, you may destroy your BIOS. So I'm going again, put me in silent mode, and then we are going to wait until it has finished. You see, such a BIOS update is very slow. Very, very slow. But you need to be patient. On laptops you often have a black screen during several minutes even. And yeah, that can be very problematic depending on the users you have, because some of them simply then switch off the machine during the update process. You may go and drink coffee or two. And reboot is going on. As you may see, you see nothing. Welcome to my world. Do need to be always very patient. BIOS is updating LED firmware. Because you have the possibility to have the RGB things, and so Aura Sync or however. That has his own firmware. And what he is now, please enter to recover BIOS, and when ready. Okay, we need to recheck the BIOS. Yeah. I hate it when they create a BIOS update where all the settings are reset. It's I don't know. It's such a point of stupidity that. So I need to recheck everything. I don't know what they have sometimes in their brain. Nothing. So here everything seems to be correct again. It's SATA again. Enabled, I don't need it. Yes. Yes, we here leaving everything on reset, just a serial port. We are going to disable again. And EGFX, what we can hear, we'll leave it on auto. EGFX is the onboard. I don't know if I told it before. Here I don't think I have to choose. Yeah, everything seems to be okay with the auto settings. Yes. Here we simply don't have to change anything. Fan speed, no, it was the Q fan where we're going to put everything on silent again. How can someone be that stupid? I will never understand that. Yes. CSM is disabled. Secure boot we have activated with Windows. At least that it's okay. Fast boot setup mode. We are going to advanced mode. We just need one boot option, and that's the Windows Boot Manager. Stick I can already remove. So I suppose that's okay. Save changes and reset. Incredible center. So if you are now a private person who just bought the machine and you get the BIOS update, you will be lost if you have to change everything again. And I just saw that I forgot to swap the screen to show the display information. I don't like the logo because the BIOS post report is sometimes more important. Instead of seeing the logo, I want to see if the tests are good, if the processor is recognized, if he found the keyboard and mouse, and so on. You see that here. You see that the disk is found. He found the keyboard and the mouse. You see the BIOS version and so on instead of a logo. So what's going on here? He rebooted. Suppose because due to the changes from the BIOS. And here we go again. We need to deactivate something to... that's from the power management. Yes, we can restart now. We can deactivate that, it's not so important. It's more important to have an updated system than to have this check on, which just takes resources. And then I'm going to the downloads area again. And the next step, the chipset we have installed. So I am going to, I think the graphics are always good. Yeah, it takes a while because it's over a gigabyte. So I can delete it. VGA. Asus setup. Yes. Here we are installing the Adrenaline edition. You found the graphics. You can here with the optional settings say that you want a full installation. And he is installing the drivers. One Wi-Fi I don't need yet. So the screen switches off and on several times during the installation of the drivers. See it come back and goes and come back and goes. So that's already installed. So what we were going to use next, the audio drivers. I suppose I clicked on the wrong size. Side. Yes. So the audio drivers will be the next ones. Most important is always to have the chipset and graphics nearly the first, and then for the rest it's like you want. But even if you do it another way, it's not you won't have any problems. Let's say it that way. So during he's installing that, I'm already going to extract the Bluetooth. Yes, let's extract Bluetooth. Oh, that's more. That's just a small installation file. So, wait, this is still open. I click on the wrong button. So, can I start this one? I'm not sure that those both can install on the same time. At least there was no error. What do we have? LAN and Wi-Fi. Those are all for the Powell. Again, here we have the LAN. Going to start the setup again. For the LAN drivers, then here for the Wi-Fi drivers. I'm going to start it too. So this one is finished. Can close that here. I still don't know what he is doing. Gestionnaire des... Non, pas des disques, des périphériques. Let's see if he already recognizes this. No. Does he recognize this one? No. This maybe. No. So I need to check those manually. No, not yet. I will check apps. Mettre à jour. I will use the downloaded files. Maybe he already has the drivers. No. So this is something I don't have the drivers yet. Strange, what should that be? Normally already have everything downloaded. What did I miss from the set? I don't know. We will see. So doing this can be at the site. Let's see first with my Asus again. Where are we with all those? So LAN we have, Wi-Fi I have installed, maybe the NPU driver, I can't remember. Chipset 701, normally I already downloaded. That's a different, I downloaded the NPU chipset and not the full chipset. Okay, then I already know why there are so many devices still not found. Oops. Again, I touched the microphone. So this NPU is the same I already downloaded, 225, yes. So we're going to remove, and then we are going to use the correct chipset, not the correct, the complete chipset. So somewhere now we have the chipset 5 is, and let's install this one too. That is why tools like my Asus are good, but if they don't recognize automatically what you need and what is not needed, that's not very useful. Then you can also going to search on the website. So NPU audio we have, graphics we have, Bluetooth we have, utilities we have, I think, yeah. Yes, SATA we don't need, because we don't use RAID. Armory crate we have, okay. That we don't need, okay. We're going to continue. You see here what he already finds here as drivers. So installation, go, go, go. Here we can close. Just to show, normally they will disappear. I can already download VLC, which is a tool to look for videos. I always install on every machines. Then we have Freizeit. Useful tool if you're going, example, synchronize your files on an external drive as backup, because then he will check if he already copied the file, so you don't always need to overwrite everything, and he sees which files changed and so on. It's very useful. What we could use on this machine, I don't see now what else we would need. The rest I'm going to see, I suppose, when I'm with the user. He is asking to, you see, the unknown devices now are gone. Already here can also the hidden devices, so it was just the chipset which was missing. And again, we need to restart. So we are going to restart before I'm going to continue. I thought I would need another tool. We have VLC for the videos. I have the free file sync for the synchronization. Java isn't needed anymore. Browser, we have Edge. So we don't need Google Chrome anymore, because the new Edge is new. It's not so new. It's used also the Chromium basis. BIOS we already have, so we just need to finish the Windows update. And just maybe store update. Just checking here, because there are many tools that are now provisioned over Microsoft Store, and you need to check this independently from the Windows updates. So and that take always a while, so this check. And here I'm going back to the settings to check here the Windows updates, and where are advanced settings. And here you can say to also check for products, other Microsoft products, not only the normal. So I'm going back to the first page. Later we come back to the advanced settings to see for the drivers. But now we just check first the normal Windows updates. So we can, we'll put it here and store there. So we have both side by side. You see here are already many updates that are coming in now. See, even my Asus needs an update. It doesn't even find the update for itself. So here is the Defender. We have the .NET. So those are no big updates anymore. So I'm already going to advanced settings here and see there are no optional updates. So that if you pay attention, there was a 2 here before I started rechecking. So the drivers I just installed were one of those here. Okay, and we are going to recheck, because even if you just installed some updates, you know there are updates for updates, and here we are already finished. I did the stick yesterday or so. That is why we have already the 24H2 with the latest updates in it, which is great. And here we're going properties, SSD 1 TB. Yes. Yes, continue. So that's okay too. And here I'm going just to show the other icons that are now available. So CPU, we have here everything okay. ISeeT is still for the temperature, and so do we have here under system information, I think it was where the BIOS updates were in the time. But here at least you see which version of BIOS you have, which processor you have, which RAM. So here I can't update. So you don't have the updater anymore within the ISeeT. It's not good that, but okay. This is normal, because if you have that, let's say it's not normal, but it's in the way of normal if you have many updates, many store updates running on the same time, there is always one or the other who will fail. We are all lucky here, it was just one. So he will check there, and during that time I'm going here to download. It already has finished, so we can close. So here I'm going to create a folder with ISeeT, where I put all the drivers in it. I will put all my installation files in it and put it directly on the C. And we are going to install the free file sync. It's also just next. It's very useful, like I said, and VLC, of course, for the movie. Here also, nearly next, I always just switch here from the installation type to complete. So I'm sure that I have everything. So, just checking ISeeT. Arc. It's in French. VLC we're going to start. So that's also started. Removing the icons. I don't like too much icons. Updates are done. Drivers are done. Just here opening the AMD software to be sure that it's running correctly. Here, because we don't play here, we are going to quality, and so we have the tool here. We don't need all this information, and normally, where are the updates here? He doesn't give me any info if there are more new, if there are new updates or not. So for me it's okay. I'm just doing the last check is with Armory Crate, because this one is going a bit further with the checking to see if here everything is okay too. And then for me, I think it's finished. Again here an icon I missed. It's because of the VLC and AMD software. So here again he didn't find anything new. Okay. As he has here then maybe updating it for the BIOS. Doesn't seem. Just here, that's gaming and the tools. Wow, cool. Go to the driver hub. You have a new tool. They are developing a new tool. That is why so many things disappeared. Then I'm going to install that tool, just to be sure that everything is alright before switching off. And now, do I need to refresh? I suppose yes. So, we are going to install that. What we are sure never going to install is the Norton. That's the most horrible antivirus you can have. If you want to destroy your machine, install Norton. Two-way AI, redémarrer plus tard. Noise cancellation we can install too. WinRAR we can install too, but we don't need it here. What's here? Hebdomadaire. Okay, so we will automatically check. Here we see also the BIOS. That's great. So here, at least we see what's going on with my machine. I was thinking about another tool, but I still don't know which one would be needed here. I'm sure I'm going to think about it when I have everything together to deliver the machine. It's always like that. For photos, as example, I have another tool, Exif Photo Sorter, but this one is not needed here. So I'm going to close here everything down. That is not needed too. And let's do a last restart. Here we have again an icon up from the Asus driver hub. So Java isn't needed anymore, not like on the good old time. Defrag isn't needed. We can install Crystal Disk Info. Maybe he doesn't recognize all the disk, but most of them. And so you have the actual health and temperature information of your SSD, which is often very interesting, maybe even important. So let's see. That was the tool I forgot. It's nothing special. I don't know, but why is he using Bing? Why? Didn't I tell him to use Google? Why did he switch back to Bing? What the fuck did he? I suppose he did also an update and reset all the settings, because Microsoft don't want you to use something else than their horrible system, their horrible search system. So, and then we're going to download Crystal Disk Info. So, and we're going to download Geekbench. why Geekbench, so I can show you the speed of this machine. So crystal disk info, and that are the last two things we are going to do. Yes. So this can run, and this can here. So again, we need to activate the icons for. Okay, normally there should be an icon for him here. Maybe it's not. Start with Windows, minimize in the notification area. So, and now I need to activate the icon for the crystal disk info, because then you see here the temperature of your SSD, which is very good. And here you have the, which of course is okay, and the time he's running, how often he got started, how much he wrote. And we are here in PCI Express 4.0, so we don't have a license, I don't want one. And then just a fast CPU benchmark. For the benchmark I'm going to pause, because that's not very interesting. We're just going to see at the end the result. Just a pause for a minute or two. And so after about 4 minutes we have finished here, and we got the result of 3170 for single core and 11,411 for multi-cores, which isn't that bad. You can compare it. You have here all the detail, how fast something is. You can save it if you have an account. I have one, I could now save it, and then you could even compare it to other machines. You have here set baseline, so you could see how it should be. Yeah, you have now, if you have registered your machine, you could compare it to the others you already tested. So that was for the CPU, and then we can do the same for the GPU. But before doing that, I just wanted to show you the Crystal Disk Mark. I also already downloaded. So you can see here is this in fact the test for the speed of the disk. I'm just going to click fast on all, and then you're going to see the read and write settings, write speed of your SSD. And you see we have here a read speed from about 5.2 gigabyte per second. And what's the write speed? You see it takes some seconds. It doesn't take so long like the normal test benchmark. But again, I'm going to pause until it has finished, because the random tests on the bottom are taking much more time. We will see. And now the SSD test has finished. You see here the SQL 1 megabit has finished, reading 5.2 gigabyte per second. It's about, because this needs to be divided by 1024 to get the correct speed. Here we are on writing speed of about 4.9 megabit per second. Then we have here the sequential 1 megabit again, but with 1 queue and 1 thread. Here we had 8 queues and 1 thread, I forgot to mention that. We got here 4.5 gigabit in reading and 4.2 gigabit in writing. And then the most problematic is always these random 4 kilobytes with 32 queues and 1 thread. We only got 706 megabyte per second, in reading and 889 megabits in writing. And the same with random, with one queue, one tweet, we have just 65 megabit in reading and 185 in writing. That's very fast, even if you don't think that's not fast, but that's very fast. And the last benchmark we are going to do is the GPU benchmark. And we are going, like for the other, I'm going to pause until it's finished. And the GPU or graphics test also finished, and we have a score of 5,996. So that's so far okay. You hear the ambulance in the background. What is the last thing to check? The power settings. Panel de configuration, that's control panel. I prefer to check the power settings here. Where are those? There. And we have here, we're going to switch to performance mode. So that's all. Yes, half an hour is okay. And of course we're going to configure the buttons, so to just see if he is going to stop. And then the last thing to mention here, you have the fast boot. Please deactivate it, because you may shut down your machine or reboot your machine, but it's not. You just think he's going to do it. And that is, we have had machines that weren't rebooted since 2-3 months, and so there were more problems with the updates and so on. But the user did everything correct because he simply rebooted, but because this option was activated, it didn't. So we're clicking here on the top and then deactivate it and save. That's all. You find it under the buttons where you can say to shut down or to go in suspend if you have a button for suspend. So, and that was it. We are finally finished. So over an hour to build it and 1.5 hours to install it. So we have here 2 hours 45 minutes, I would say, to build and install an entire computer, but just with basics. If you now have to install other special programs like Office or Acrobat or whatever, it will even take much more time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we are going to see us in the next video. Wish you a nice evening, a nice day, nice weekend, whatever, and until our next video, see you then, bye bye, have a nice time.